Yeah. Yeah. What we do, folks? Memphis Tiger Nation, what up? Stand up after the victory last night. Whining. Yeah. We're going to get into it today, folks. We're going to cover a little bit of that Memphis Tiger game. Going to recap that real quickly. It's going to be a short segment. First off, I want to get into, I want to say, man, salute to Penny Hardaway, Coach Penny Hardaway, man. Head coach Penny Hardaway. Salute to Penny, man. Penny, like Coach Penny, been like just really showing that he's growing. He's already a better coach than Penny was versus LSU. Penny's already a much better coach since then. Because why? Because Penny has seen what's going on and he's made the adjustments. He is adjusted to what's going on. So for that reason alone, I gotta give a lot of props to Penny. Just based off of what he was able to pull off. Beating them with they got a pretty good coach with that pedigree coach. I think his name's Greg Williams, whatever his name is. He's a really good coach. A lot of folks don't like him. They say he's arrogant. I heard about the issue he had with his media guy yesterday. And a lot of people just don't seem to really be favorable of the Wichita State coach. But one thing I respect about that coach, man, that coach, when Alex Lomax originally committed to Wichita State, even though Alex didn't know Penny was going to get hired, that coach still had Wichita State coach by him signing the NLI, National Letter of Intent. That coach could have held Alex Lomax into his commitment to his signing and forced him to go to the NCAA and appeal to get a release. Instead, that coach acted with class and showed love and understood the situation at hand, understood that this man, Coach Penny Hardaway, is basically like Alex Lomax's dad in a sense, or a second dad to him, somebody that's pretty much raised this guy and developed him as a player. So when he gets the opportunity to step up and be promoted to the next level, at the level at which Alex is going to, of course Alex is going to want to play with this guy. It's common sense. Anybody would. So it's the reason why Gordon Hayward signed with Boston the moment he became a free agent. When Brad Stevens was in Boston, he went ahead and went to Boston. So that's the same situation. So of course, my hat's off. I got to always show Wichita State's coach respect because I've seen coaches. We've seen so many coaches do players totally different. When that player signed that NLI, we've seen coaches countless times hold players that hostage in those national level of intents, which is ridiculous because those players hadn't got $1. They haven't they haven't even stepped on campus to receive any education. Why should they be bound to that letter of intent? If they decide to go to another school and another school is willing to accept them, then they should be free to be able to withdraw as long as, especially if they hadn't started going to school and receiving their education. Yeah, I think it's just kind of absurd. I think that's ridiculous. So nevertheless, I respect the Wichita State coach for not bounding Alex Lomax into that national letter of intent. I respect him for that. On to the game, man. They played a really good game. Memphis came out and they played a little more zone. Mike Parks showed some really good rim protection, believe it or not, last night. I was really surprised. Mike Parks is definitely not the athletic rim protector in any shape, form, or fashion. Definitely not one to be confused for that. And so for Mike Parks to step up and really provide us a defensive rim protection presence down low last night, I was really, really impressed with that. And I really definitely got to salute homeboy Mike Parks for his production last night. Because I've been hard on Mike Parks. I really have. I was telling him, right, I was just really been critical of that guy. So for him to step up, I got to give props where props is due. So that's the first thing. Tyler is still struggling, but I think what the problem with Tyler Harris is, I heard somebody mention, well, man, Tyler just need to get back in certain workouts or whatever. I can see that, but I don't think Tyler's issue is something that he needs to practice on. I think it's more of a mental issue. I think Tyler is just is trying too hard to fit in and to not try to do too much. And he's got to learn, brother, that ain't what you became a star for. That ain't what everybody been talking about you for. We ain't come to see you fit in, homie. You Tyler Harris. Harris bloodline, y'all shooters, y'all scorers, homie. Going back to your big cousin, Tony Harris, back in the 90s. At East and at University of Tennessee Knox. Homie, y'all are scorers, man. Y'all not playmakers or glue guys. Y'all are bucket getters, bro. That's in y'all bloodline of the Harris. Man, go get buckets, Tyler Harris. Like, quit playing, man. Out there trying to be nice and fit in with Jeremiah Martin. Look, Jeremiah Martin is a senior. You a freshman. He need to be, the senior need to be trying to fit in with you because you finna be there. He on the way out the door. So at the end of the day, I understand you got to play smart ball. You got to make the right play always. It's got to be team above everything. You understand me? So I'm with that. But at the same time, all that trying to, like, Tyler just ain't like he don't want to score. He just totally defer to he'll totally defer to Jeremiah Martin on the court. Man, I ain't studying Jeremiah Martin. I like Jeremiah Martin. He's a good player. But Tyler's got to get more of the attitude of, I'm not studying Jeremiah Martin in certain moments. Certain moments, I got to make sure I'm getting mine. I got to be hot. Because it's clear this team, if Tyler ain't hot, man, this team is in trouble. Yeah, we got past Wichita State without Tyler Harris putting up many points. He didn't even score 10 points. I think he scored 6 points. But he had like 5 rebounds and 6 assists or something like that. So he had a pretty versatile game in small samples. But Tyler, man, has got to step up, man, and realize, brother, you a scorer. This is what you do. This is what we signed. This is what you got your hype for. This is your bread and butter. It's scoring. So get buckets, young blood. You understand me? Get buckets, young blood. So that's that on that. And I really think that I'm glad I told somebody I was talking to about this. I said, man, I'm glad Antoine Jones is now in that lineup for many reasons. One reason because Antoine Jones and Tyler are really close friends. They really like best friends off the court. So Antoine has an aggressive, dominant, alpha dog almost type nature about him. He ain't no push around. He ain't finna defer too much to Jeremiah Martin. That's for sure. Antoine Jones finna say, hey, man, yeah, I'm gonna look for you. If you open it, if you got a good shot, I'm gonna give it to you, no doubt, every time. But I'm gonna give mine too. Don't get it twisted. And that's more that I think that I'm glad that Antoine Jones is in the starting lineup where he's able to play with Tyler more and his influence is stronger so that a little more of that mentality can rub off on Tyler. That mentality that Antoine Jones possesses, which is, look, I'm a team player, but at the same time, a team player to me consists of me being active and being heavily productive across the board. So I'm going to get mine, in other words, some way or the other, but we gonna do it the team way though. You understand? We ain't gonna buck the system too much, but we gonna play team first basketball, and somehow, some way, I'm gonna get mine within us doing it. The mentality Antoine Jones got, and I like that about him. You gotta have it, and Tyler Harris needs a little bit more of that. I heard somebody say this about Tyler. They said Tyler may be a little too coachable. Meaning he's a little bit too willing to do the things that Penny and them say, and almost to a point of a fault to where, because he's literal in that sense. He's too literal. He's literally doing exactly what they say. He's taking more charges. Yeah, and that's a great thing, and he's playing defense all up on them at all time. I noticed that about Tyler. He's right up in his defense. The offensive guy when Tyler's on defense, he's right up in the guy he's holding when he's guarding. So he's not resting. So by the time he get on offense, he ain't really got he ain't got the stamina to go out there and put up 25, 35 a night. That ain't gonna happen because you've been out there playing like Pat Beverly on defense. And what Tyler got to realize, yes, we want you to give an effort on defense, but you're not Pat Beverly. We ain't asking you to be there. We ain't asking you to be Pat Beverly, homie. We asking you to be Tyler Harris. The Harris bloodline is shooters, scorers. Y'all get buckets, bottom line. And you got to remember that, man. Don't never get beside that. So Somehow, some way, he's gonna have to really balance that fine line. It's okay because he's a freshman. He's a kid. He's a really good kid. Super humble, like good spirit, like hard to gold kid. You know, so he's a good kid, man. So he's gonna have to learn how to balance out being a good guy, being a team first guy, and at the same time being highly productive and fully utilizing your natural gift, which is your scoring talent. You got to figure out how to balance that fine line, and that's what he's going through right now. He's going through the adjustment period, and it's okay. It's okay. It's not like he's doing too much where he's forcing it and shooting us out of games and stuff. I've seen other guys do it. Guys on our team that are old, that are upperclassmen, who have at times will jack us right up out the game, shoot shots because they try to force their shot to get there, and Tyler hasn't done that yet, so I do credit him for that much, if nothing else. You got to give him credit for that. So, hopefully we'll see Tyler. I ain't no hopefully. Ain't no doubt about it. We're going to see Tyler get much better here in the future. Tyler going to be right back high, busting them down with 7, 8, 9 3-pointers in one game and doing all this crazy stuff, Steph Curry-esque type stuff that Tyler has shown us. So I ain't worried about Tyler at all, really, to be honest with you. Kudos to Penny on trusting Antoine Jones more. I've heard somebody say they concerned about Antoine Jones' personality at times. Maybe he can be a little too emotional. And I've heard people say, because this is the thing about Antoine Jones that I just found out today. Antoine Jones was originally, of course, I've known about this part. Of course, he was at one point in time after his sophomore and junior year in that time frame, he was the number one shooting guard in the nation. He was a 5-star prospect, but because of reportedly his character, his attitude, he has dropped. He dropped in the final recruiting ratings. So he wasn't a 5-star; he was a high 4-star, but he was really still a 5-star talent. Nobody questioned it. So so he was supposed to go to Texas A&M. Excuse me. Texas A&M though has had a lot of problems recently on their basketball team in the last few years, where they've had a lot of suspicions and a lot of questionable character guys who just, where situations just went south with them and it got in the open, and they, the young cats doing stupid stuff just to keep it a buck. So what happened as a result of that, this had nothing to do with Antoine Jones, but by the time he got to committing and to go to school there, they pretty much told Antoine Jones, looked at it like, look, we already done had a rough patch of issues with players off the court. So we can't really take no chance right now on no cats with no checker pass, or some cats that's, they got a little trouble here and there on court, nothing serious like they said. Antoine Jones is definitely not the type of kid that's gonna rob a bank or something like that. He ain't gonna do that. But is there a chance in hell that he could get into an argument or something? Or, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's him. You know what I mean? That could potentially happen. Not saying it is, because he's a good kid. I'm just saying, like, he's that emotional, passionate guy. I compare more to like a Rasheed Wallace. So he's just, to be cut from a different cloth. These kids today, I don't think it's enough. I love that about him. I don't want him to change nothing. I think we just got to make sure we're able to teach Antoine to manage it and to be able to keep yourself out of trouble, because we need you on the court as much as possible. We don't need you doing nothing, getting into it with nobody on the team around you and Taco Bell. None of that, brother. We need you square as L7. You understand me? We need you super square business. Matter of fact, follow me at Business Square on Twitter. I make sure y'all do that. I am tripping. At Business Square. I'm Ed Memphis, by the way. I jumped right into it without my introduction formula. And make sure y'all follow me at Business Square on Twitter. That's at BIDNESS at Business Square. So that's what we get on Twitter. On Instagram, you can follow me at Man on D Square. And you can catch my contributions for the Memphis Grizzlies on Fan Site, Sports Illustrated, BillStreetBears.com specifically is the website, the team that I'm on right now. Shout out to C Dud and Chris Kern and all them. And yeah, man. So we rolling, man. I think the Tigers gonna be okay. I think what people gotta realize with this team, man, it's just the beginning. This Penny first year, this the team he ain't got really got out. He ain't even got. He had the full. That's not even his team. Most of the guys on this team are guys from last year. So we're gonna be all right with this team. We're gonna be okay. I think with Antoine Jones, like I told people, Antoine Jones and Lance Thomas, who has not been rule eligible yet. We still waiting on the NCAA. It's just terrible out of NCAA doing that crap. They still have not given a word on this boy's eligibility yet. It is January now, whole new year. Boy, the miss almost gonna be going on half of the season now. So he pretty much gonna sit out anyway. Might as well. So Antoine Jones and Lance Thomas are our best two pro prospects, if I had to say right now. I think Tyler Harris and then Kevion Davenport probably come in third and fourth. Tyler, talent-wise, gift-wise, skill and what he does, he's the best ball player, scorer right now. Best offensive scorer. But size-wise, Tyler ain't but like 5'9", 5'10", so that's what hurts Tyler more than anything. So, we're looking at the situation right now, man. I think with the team we got now, I think we're going to really, right now we're first in the conference in scoring, but we also last in the conference in defense. So we got a really good guards. Obviously, we got some really good guards, and we're able to score like that. But we got a small team. Clearly, we don't have rim protection, so we last in defense. And it shows. It shows that we don't have a rim protector. That's why we last in defense. So it's one of the reasons. We don't have length. That's why it was so important for Penny to finally put Antoine Jones in the lineup, because Antoine Jones at 6'6" versus Alo at 5'9", 5'10". You got an extra 9 or 10 inches of length out there on the court. That goes a long way in defense, especially when you consider Antoine Jones is also beefy and thick, just like Alo. So you're not losing the girth at all, but you gain it in size and talent and potential and athleticism and ability, versatility. So that was kind of a no-brainer situation with that one. I'm glad that Penny was able to make the switch so that Alo doesn't have that pressure on him to produce at such a high level, and he can focus on being a team player and then developing in the process. Because Alo's still going to be a solid player. Don't get Alo twisted. Alo is going to be extremely important to this team. So y'all need all that disrespecting Alo. Yeah, he should be starting right now on this team. He might be, but he actually would be a better fit for a starting lineup next year with James Wiseman and them coming in, DJ Jefferson, because he got that chemistry with Wiseman. And then also, those are much better athletes, much longer teams, so he ain't got to be required to do his line. He got to do is get the ball to them boys. So that's a different situation. But as of right now, this year, this team is much better suited for Antoine Jones, Tyler Harris, Jeremiah 1 through 3 star lineup. So I'm glad that Penny was able to make that adjustment. Again, y'all follow me at Business Square on Twitter. This is Ed Memphis, none other. Holla at your brother. I'm out like Danny Glover.